fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, have you ever heard the words, "It's impossible, I could never do that"? Well, the word impossible itself says, "I am possible." I never really believed that till I was diagnosed with my neurological disorder. Growing up, kids in general have a small idea of what they want to do after they graduate, but that's seldom how life turns out. For instance, I became a butcher after I graduated, even though I had other talents. Because way back in school, I was never the most popular kid, but I took time off to know my fellow students and other people in other grades. Secondly, I also had the advantage of tagging along with my father on many of his volunteer jobs, so I learned that, so to speak. Like I said, I worked as a butcher when I turned 18. I worked with a little company you may have heard of called D&W. That's where I ended up in this home-to-work routine. I kind of felt like Bill Murray in the movie Groundhog Day. For those who have not seen it, it's a day in a life put in infinite loop. Little did I know that God had another plan for me. I was 15 years into my career as a butcher, and wham! I got diagnosed with a neurological disorder that affected my legs and my overall balance. So with the help of my family and close friends, I stamped on my so-called pity party and applied for disability. After I got disability, I reevaluated my life and wanted to try to become a stay-at-home dad. Back then, well, recently, but it was unheard of. Mostly it was women or grandmas that stayed home with kids. Well, I wanted to show I could do it. I don't think I'm the best at it, but my kids think I'm pretty cool for staying home and volunteering. But the rest of my life I'm planned out. I started to do the path of the impossible. I started with eliminating I can't to I will, eventually to I will succeed. A lot of people make up their mind before they even start. I'm sure you've heard a saying out there by Napoleon Hill saying, "What the mind can conceive, it will achieve." Which means a lot of people overlook the willpower of the mind. Once you put your mind to a goal, it will help it remind you of little things you can do. So with that being said, one possible image I want to try to shatter was volunteering in school. And I say image because for so long, like it's been women, mothers and grandmothers volunteering in schools. I want to show males can do it too, and mostly dads. And second of all, I wanted to teach kids by example. Just because you're disabled doesn't mean you have to give up and you can still do something. As of right now, I am working on my public speaking skills so I can help spread the message of hope to whether you have cancer or disabled like I am. So again, fellow Toastmasters, don't let anyone ever tell you it's impossible. Like I said before, the word itself says, I am possible. I have shown you a few examples of what I've done, but I am just one person. We need a lot more people to do impossible feats, and maybe someday in the future we can wipe out the word impossible from the dictionary. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.